Yeah, so my name Dash, I like polo linen and fall women. Good weed and nice jaw, striving to be a rap star. 18 years old, I'm always high, do tattoos. Ask the right people, they'll tell you I got some loose screws. But anyway, that's besides the point. Crumble tree, I roll my joint and then I think some scheming on ways to expand my...
Well, more or less, we made it, me and Sean. Me and Sean made it in the fucking basement. In the basement of the studio. Yeah, it was like a fucking cave. You know what I mean? That's really why we named it that. Just smoking so much pot and being in there, and it was fucking winter time, so it was always dark. It was tight. Well, me and Sean have been trying to make a project for years. Like since we met each other, like the plan was like, all right, let's remix these songs and start a project. And Currency had came into town, and you know, like everything started happening. So I kept doing my mixtapes. I was working, doing different things, and he was working, doing different things. And like this time last year, we had hung out, and we were just like, hey, we want to really just make this album. And we were like, all right, cool. We're just gonna smoke pot every day, and we'll stay in the fucking basement, and we'll try to make beats and rap over. And every day we sat up in that basement. We drove to fucking from upstate New York to Brooklyn every single day to pick up beats. We go back upstate and we sit there and I don't know how to play the keyboard and shit. Like I don't know how to, like I just started producing mainly from working on the show. Like we made every beat on that album. And it was more or less us just learning from each other. That's why I feel like it came out the way it did.
I'm working with Ski, and it's like Ski makes the beat and usually calls me. Like I've made beats with Ski before, but like usually it's like Ski will fucking make a beat and call me at 10 o'clock at night and be like, yo, I just made some shit, listen, and put the phone to the speaker and play it for me. And put the phone to the speaker, play it for me, and then I just have to jump on the train and come to his house. You feel me? And with me and Sean will go ahead and fucking buy a good amount of weed and just smoke until we have a good idea. And then once the good ideas stop coming, like the only fucking answer to that is to smoke more. And I don't even feel like, you know what I mean? Because some people say, oh, you shouldn't have to use weed to be creative, and I don't more or less feel like I'm using it to be creative. I feel like I'm using it to get comfortable, and it shouldn't fucking matter what I'm doing to get comfortable, as long as my work comes out the way I want it to. My generation of rappers, and my generation, I mean like fucking more or less the kids who were born and grew up in like the 90s and 2000s, we're noticing that, or realizing rather, that support brings more money. You know what I mean? And I would say for the past 10 years in the rap game, that wasn't the idea. And I feel like that's why it's at the point it is now, where anything can be taken mainstream and made into a gimmick and made to exploit the culture of hip hop, is because it'll make $1. And I feel like my generation of kids are thinking past that. It's going back to people, and you know what I mean, like 19, 20, 21-year-olds, they're all going to start their own businesses, they're all going to start their own clothing lines, they're all going to start their own record labels. You know what I mean? They're not looking for help, or looking, or I gotta go to Def Jam, or I gotta go to Jive so I can get a good job, or I gotta go to Atlantic or Warner so I can get a good job. Everybody's trying to do it themselves, and you know what I mean? When enough people do it themselves, it'll fucking work. And if the best at whatever, you know what I mean? The best people feel they're the best at doing the clothes, the people feel they're the best at making the music. You know what I mean? Just different entities they combine. It's just fucking more money to be made. And it's like more, it's a bigger way to spread what the fuck you're doing and to like teach people. And I feel like just as a person in the world we live in today, like knowledge is an important thing. Like you should always be able to learn from the next person, and not to say take advice or listen to every motherfucker that talks to you, but more or less just even take the bad things from it and learn.
Nowadays my enemies always trying to be friends with me, so stick my hand out and
I've never had nobody ever test my skill, like, or anybody question my shit or be like, oh, I don't think he that nice. or if they have, they've never said it to me. You know what I mean? I'm always up to know what somebody's opinion on me is, even though I really don't give a fuck. But I've never heard nobody say that more or less, let me put it this way. More people knew me for my music and knew me for being a real motherfucker than they knew me for being Dame's nephew. When Dame had told me to come and start, you know what I mean, being around him, and he wanted me to start doing this and fucking with Blue Rock and fucking with DD172, I wasn't taking my rapping too seriously. Like, I had just finished and put out my first mixtape. You know what I mean? And before then, I didn't, you know what I mean, how'd I say? I didn't count on rap being a factor in my life. And I didn't count on school being a factor in my life. So I figured I'd make it how I'd make it, you know what I mean? And yeah, I wasn't doing it the right way. And my uncle saw that, and he saw my cousins was going in the same direction. And he was like, listen, I can show y'all how to get this, I can show you how to get this shit without having to risk yourselves, without having to risk your freedom. You know what I mean? And all y'all need to do is just listen. And more or less, I've just been taking advice and, you know what I mean, learning from them and shit. And now it's like, I came into the picture and I met Sean. And me and Sean started working, and when he asked us, he was like, well, who would y'all want on these songs? And me and him both was like, Currency, hands down, we didn't even think about it. Like, I asked him, he asked me, and we both came with the same answer. So then, like, when he came by, like, did the whole fucking foundations for me, you know what I mean? Fucking creative control, fucking the gear started.
Had my knees sitting up in one diamonds in a prism while my eyes blaze, wipe the edges from my pain. And I'm smoking on this earth, I guess the world is in my hands. Lady man, the devil keeps asking me to dance, doing the money shuffle. Can I'm tempted to take a hand like, yeah, hoping my angels understand. Yeah, I'm hoping my angels understand that my eyes blaze as I wipe the edges from my pain. Smoking on this earth, I guess the world is in my hands.